Hello world, and welcome to the Common Sense Man Susan Talk Show here on this Hump Day Wednesday, February 13th, 2019. This is a show where we discuss news from various news sources via the internet, discuss them in a common sense way, trying to bring the left, the right, the left, the up, the down, the middle, everybody together as much as we can on just about everything you could possibly think of, because that's how far apart everybody is, thinking that they are over here, they're over there, but they're all mixed up. Everybody's all mixed up. Anyways, please email me your suggestions or comments to commonsenseman@gmail.com. That's come with a K. Or call in. Let's have a live discussion. Skype, cell phone, whatever, landline, satellite link, 805-994-0606. All right. Starting the news today, we'll go to Fox News, as we normally do. I like to start with Fox because they are usually, again, different than everybody else. And today is no different. Today it's Young and the Restless. There's a picture of Pelosi, what's her name, Ocasio-Cortez, Green, some other of those other ladies that are in Congress, whatever. And it says, outspoken House trios, rookie mistakes, and growing influence cause headaches for Pelosi and top Dems. So if you want to read about that, they're trying to, I don't know if this, it probably is true, it could be true, it could not be true, but it seems like to me that Fox News is trying to create friction between the Democratic Party. It could be true, but read for yourself or do the investigation yourself. There you go. Going over to CNN, Team Trump's shifting stories. There's a picture of Trump like this. Key matters in Russia investigation have been met with public contradictions, walkbacks, and flip-flops. Here are the biggest examples. And I'm going to go over real quick what those examples are, but this is on CNN. And it's going to be then and now. Then, did any Trump campaign aides have contact with Russia? Then, no, there weren't. Now, yes, there were many. Did anyone on Trump's campaign collude with Russia? Then, there was no collusion whatsoever. Now, Trump himself didn't collude. There you go. What was the purpose of Trump Tower meeting? Then to discuss Russian adoptions. Now to get dirt on Hillary Clinton. Did Trump draft the misleading Trump Tower meeting statement? Then, nope, he wasn't even involved. Now, yes, he dictated the statement. So there you go. There's some other ones on there. If you want to read about that, go to CNN. And moving over to CNBC, which seems to be all of a sudden having a meltdown. Oh, no, there it is. Their top story, confusion reigns as Trump and Congress scramble to dodge another shutdown, which is scheduled for Friday unless they come up with something. Congress is rushing to finalize legislation to avoid a government shutdown, but the President, Donald Trump, is not yet committed to signing. There you go. USA Today. Here's an interesting one. These are the most reliable cars in America. They did a big old J.D. Powers, look at this big old thing. They tested 177 specific problems on 8 major categories, and the industry average was 136 problems per 100 vehicles, and how the major brands ranked. Number 1, Lexus had the least, 106. Porsche, 108. I drive Porsche. 3, Toyota. 4, Chevrolet. 5, Buick. And so on, if you want to read about that. Then they have the most dependable vehicles in each category segment: small car, Chevrolet Sonic; compact car, Buick Verano; compact sporty car, Mini Cooper, and so on. So if you want to read about that, go to the USA Today. BBC, Spain teeters on brink of snap election. Catalan parties withdraw their support for socialist government during a budget vote. So there you go. There's having issues in Spain there, in Catalan, that region. I don't know if they want to separate totally and be their own nation, or they just want something. I don't know exactly all that, but if someone does, give me a call. Let's discuss it. I have no idea about all that. It really doesn't concern me too much, even though I am kind of half Spanish. Moving over to the MSNBC, they're going to be on the Morning Joe. They're going to be talking about the hypocrisy of Trump's call for Republican Omar to step down. President Trump is calling on Republican Ilhan Omar, Democrat from Minnesota, to either resign from Congress or step down from the House Committee on Foreign Affairs for her tweets considered to be anti-Semitic. But what about Trump's history of playing into Jewish stereotypes? There you go. Read about that. That's kind of funny coming from Trump. He seems to be pretty racist in most people's opinion. Moving over to ESPN, if you're a Duke fan, they stormed back from 23 points down against Louisville at Louisville. So there you go. That's what's happening there. Other than that, really not much going. I believe the All-Star Weekend's coming up here this weekend, I believe, for NBA, and also Sunday. Write it down in your calendar if you're a race fan. The Daytona 500, the Big Daddy, the Super Bowl of car racing. And they start off with that, which is unusual. I don't understand that. Someone can enlighten me on that. Moving over to the T to the M to the Z. Miranda Lambert. She's a country singer. I just looked into that. Didn't know that. Dumped salad on woman in Nashville at a restaurant. I guess they got in a little heated argument. And she put the salad on the, dumped it on her, as you see in the movies, literally. And there's some pictures of her singing and stuff. She's actually very attractive. Just saying. And here it is. Here's the big story that happened too that I didn't see on the other ones. It's probably on little print. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, no shame in president smoking weed. Alexandria Ocasio has some refreshing thoughts on the highest office in the land. She has no issues with sitting president, lighting it up, stoking up. And I got news for everybody out there, whether you're a hardcore conservative or a hardcore liberal. I got news for you. Hardcore conservatives do drugs. Yes, they do. I know it's shocking. They do drugs. And hardcore liberals, guess what? They own guns. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's amazing. I know. You heard it here first. There you go. Moving over to Travel Leisure. You know my favorite little .com, little website. Here you go, a couple of them. You could fly around the world for free taking photos and telling stories for Southwest Airlines. So if you are 21 and over and have at least 2,500 people following you on Instagram that has to do related with traveling, you can apply and you're going to get you could get up to, I don't know, is it like 8 round trip tickets somewhere where you can write about up to like a $4,500 value, blah, 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 if you're into that. I travel a lot, but I don't have an Instagram thing with that kind of following. I don't even know if I have anyone following. Here we go, last minute deals. You're maybe East Coast. I don't know if this works so much for the West Coast, but East Coast, you're thinking of something to do for Valentine's Day. Emirates is offering 2-for-1 flights to Greece, Bali, and more, and you want to book ASAP. So there you go. If you want to just last minute, God dang, I couldn't think of anything for Valentine's Day. I'm going to fly my woman to Milan, Italy. Fuck, that'd be badass, I think, anyways. All right, that's going to end it for this episode of the Common Sense Masters and Talk show, but we will go to our Facebook quote, and this comes from Sick of the Slant. A fair look at the news of the day. It's called @Sick of the Slant on Facebook, and here it is. It's a picture of I like the way they find the pictures that suit the actual dialogue that they're putting on their information. There's a picture of Trump yelling like he always does, and there's a picture of Obama being very serious, and it says, if Obama had, and then check, paid off a porn star, cheated on 3 wives, had kids by 3 women, married an immigrant, had a host of campaign staffers plead guilty to federal crimes, spent 1/3 of his time in office at resorts, Republicans would have turned the world upside down. You heard it here first. There it is. Take it for what you want. Take it or leave it, or you could shove it, you know where. I don't really give a shit. That's going to end it for today. So please subscribe to my channel, the Common Sense Masters and Talk Show, here on the YouTube. And we will see you on Thirsty Thursday. Have a great Hump Day Wednesday. Maybe do some humping out there. Who knows? We'll see you. Ciao.